Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
More than meets the eye.
Are you the key master?
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
As if.
I knew that there was always something that ran a little too smoothly. Hey guys, this is Christy. How's it going? I am basically the president of CAPS, and I will also be at Ontario Comic Con. Let me show you what it looks like. Let's pop up this bad boy right here. So we're going to get an Ontario Comic Con this May 20th to 21st. This is not Ontario, Canada, but Ontario, California. So this will be, I think they're near Orange County, San Bernardino and Orange County. So we're going to go and do the thing over there on the 20th to 21st. I will be at D8 and CAPS will be at, I believe, booth 204. So check us out there. We're also on the website. You'll also check out my socials there on my like little doobly-doo that I'll put up again. So anyway, Prismatics is on his way, as well as Quentin. And we're going to draw today. I'm actually going to color some stuff today, which will be fun. And come see me this Ontario. So let me go and put the doobly-doo and the linkies up here. So, hey, Entropy and Comics, how's it going? If you're still there, although that's kind of like, what, a while ago? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go put this here. So, yeah, I hope everybody's all okay and well. Let me see if Quentin is here anyway and say, yo, Quentin, what are you doing up here? So if you guys are commenting or just saying the thing, you know, go and do the doobly-doo right there and hit a smash likes, share and subscribe and all that other stuff and all that. So they should be on there shortly. If not, then that's okay. So yeah, I hope all is well. So having fun here and drawing and shit like that. So I'm going to go and color in some stuff. I'm working on a new project. It's a comic. It's like a little book for kids, but it's about Demon Bitch. And it's going to be terrible, but it's always terrible. You know how it is. It's always awful, very awful all the time. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do that. And then, okay, put the doobly-doo here. Yeah. So anyway, oh, Q's here. Q, let me add his ass to this. What up, Q? How's it going?
Demon Chicken.
Demon Chicken, right there. And I've let Prismatics know, so he should be on his way. I'm waiting for my fucking package, so I'm kind of a little bit annoyed that it isn't here yet, but it should come here today. It should be today.
Package? What
Package. I ordered things. Like, I ordered... Oh, I got to show you this. Hold on, guys. This is the best package that I've ever gotten. Hold on. Wow.
Package? Okay.
So this is from this fashion house called Finesse. I was testing them out, and they actually have kind of cool shit, but I'm still testing them out. So this is what they put on my doorstep when they delivered the thing that I ordered. I gotta give them credit for this shit. I have to. This is great. Finesse right there. I think it's finesse.us. Yeah, it's just I'm here, but like I just saw this on my steps and I looked at it, I picked it up and I'm like, I just started laughing. And then my roommate was home. So I showed it to my roommate. We were laughing. I said, I have to give them points for credit for just it was funny. It made me laugh. I mean, I have to give it to them if they do it. Hey, Nightingale Wednesday Nightmare. Hey, how's it going? Night Wedmare. Yes, she was the one that reviewed the book, and she is really cool. Thank you for the wonderful review, Night Wedmare. I hope I can call you by your Instagram name, but thank you so much. It was
Nightingale
wonderful.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, she gave it a glowing review. I'm happy. I'm happy. Even, hey, Ink, how's it going? This is my evil black cat right here. She's like looking at me like, she gives me this wonky look. Yes, but I'm going to use this to like this. So you can't put your fat ass over here. So, yeah. So I got the Diet Coke and everything. Oh, and I got to give finesse.us this credit.
I'm here. Yeah.
I mean, I'm keeping this envelope. My cats have taken turns lying on that. That's really clever marketing. I gotta say, that's great. You know, like, I'm here, bitch. Yeah. So let me go ahead and color this. So this is what I wanted to do for the Kickstarter. Now I know I've been talking about the Kickstarter for something. Oh, Prismatics is on here. Hey, Prismatics, how are you?
Howdy.
Yeah, let me put in the middle. Okay, there we go. I feel like Michael Jackson now, like the man in the middle. So, Prismatics, I got to show you this. This is funny as hell. So this is what I got when I ordered stuff online. That was on my doorstep right here.
What the hell? I'm
Yeah,
here,
it's
bitch.
like I ordered a dress and I went to my doorstep because they drop it off on my doorstep, and I looked at it and it's just like this was poking up at me and like, I'm here, bitch. Anyway, but Nightwed Mirror, yeah. Oh, almost every YouTuber I know has a black cat. Yeah, I have an evil black cat. She's a bitch.
Almost everyone I know has a black cat too.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if they're all evil or something. I know mine is evil. I think she tried to hit you when you came to visit, dude. So okay, Prismatics. She like Quentin came out to LA to visit, and Ink was a cunt to him. And he's a nice guy. Like, Spam was nice, but Ink was just like, did she hiss at you or hit you? I forget which one.
Ink hisses me, but she didn't hit me. She did only a swing. That's it. Never hit me, but just swing.
Yeah, because she's a bitch.
Swing and a hit.
Yeah, she's a bitch. My cat's a bitch. That's the thing. So how's it been going, Prismatics? We missed you last time, but we knew you were busy.
Yeah, I was working at the hospital, so I wasn't able to. But I've been busy celebrating 17th May, since that's the National Day of Norway.
Oh, yeah? What do you guys do?
Well, we're very patriotic on this day, so we march in like how do I explain it? In the streets with the flags and everything, and singing the national anthem and everything, and of course with eating hot dogs, eating ice cream. That's like a typical thing. So yeah, I've been busy with that.
So out of curiosity, I wanted to know, like, out of curiosity with the Norwegian stuff. Boy, I sounded like an asshole when I said, well, the Norwegian stuff.
I don't mind. Go ahead.
Well, with the Norwegian things, like, it's kind of funny because, like, I don't know if America took that from the Norwegians, or you guys just did it.
I think we started it. I don't know, but maybe, I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, we were forced to march into in the street with all of our classmates when we were younger, like in elementary school and junior high, and not really high school. But and then you can decide if you want to participate in it. I just like the music and see the patriotic people just waving the flag, enjoying the day. That's how much energy I use on it. I know a lot of people celebrated a bit more than I do, like having dinner with your family and everything.
Well, yeah, some people like just get drunk, so whatever.
That too.
That seems to be like every friggin' holiday everywhere.
And we have it's like the high school, what's it called? The people who the last year of high school, and they're going to celebrate the graduates. That's the word. God.
Graduation.
Yeah, thank you. And they're called russ in Norwegian. and it's a day for them and like the children, like the small children. But for the rest, it's at least like a fun day that they're going to celebrate and of course getting drunk. And yeah, it's like a tradition that has been, I don't know for how long, but oh well, yeah.
Well,
I
I
was
will.
just back in 2009, so I'm getting old.
It's okay. It's okay.
Question, Prismatic. So the Norwegian Day it's what is it actually? It's the day that some sort of an Independence Day type
Uh,
or
the thing is, Norway had its independence, but then it was, I believe, 800 years under Denmark, and then around 400 years under Sweden. I don't remember the exact years. And then, what's the date again? It became independent, and that's kind of what we're celebrating in a way.
Okay, guys, we're really
uh,
truly independent. We really mean this now.
Hold on, I had to look up the date.
It's like we really mean it. We're independent totally now, right? Is that
Mhm.
what is that what it is?
I
Yes, we
think
are.
up, but I'm carrying a
No, like because you
big.
said you had X amount of years under Denmark, and then you had X amount of years under like Sweden, and I was like, so you guys are really truly independent now, like truly, really.
Yeah, we're not like a colony or anything like that. We are independent country. Norwegian history. It's been such a long time that I looked that up, but yeah, that's what we're celebrating. And the thing is, it's kind of one of a kind the way we celebrate it. Just look up it on YouTube. The National Day of Norway. I don't think many countries celebrate it like we do.
What do you do? Do you throw like people in burning, like in the Wicker Man? Do you do that?
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing.
Oh, you just throw people in the fucking like burning thing.
No, not really.
Right there.
But it's a fun day, to be honest. I like it. I like my country that way. Oh,
Okay.
left.
See, America, like we go and I think we set up a bunch of fireworks. I think we drink a lot, and then like we run around and like sing a bunch of songs, and then we go and watch this thing where we hit like this oblong thing around at some point, and then we barbecue, and some of us almost set things on fire. But we eat a lot of meat and starch, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, my
And then we
one of
do it
my
again
friends.
on when we do it again on May 5th, because like where I live, like there's a lot of Hispanic, Latino, and so it's like Cinco de Mayo, so we all get drunk too. But tacos are good, so it's like different forms of meat and starch. You're just like
1814, Norway signed its constitution, so that's the date. I just looked it up.
the Constitution.
Yeah, signing of the Norwegian constitution in a place called Eidsvoll. And no, it has nothing to do with AIDS.
You know, in what is it? Team America World Police. They actually should do a sequel to that movie. But with Team America World Police, like they actually had a song. It's called Lease, which is actually supposed to be from the musical Rent. And one of the songs was "Everyone Has AIDS," and I'm like, oh my god.
But yeah, I've been enjoying this day, watching the people, like the parade with the children from different types of schools, and then of course it's the parade with the adults and everything. But it's just the celebration. It's so enjoyable. I get so into the spirit of Norway in the sense.
So what do you eat on those days?
Hot dogs and ice cream.
Just hot dogs and ice cream?
Yeah, that's like the typical thing in a way. But of course, people have dinner parties, celebrating their families, going to restaurants if they're open. Well, yeah.
Well, what's the traditional like Norwegian stuff to eat? Because I've eaten Swedish stuff.
We don't really, from my life, we didn't really eat like a traditional Norwegian dinner. we have something called lutefisk, but that's more like a Christmas thing. So we don't really eat that in the
Oh,
17th winter. But
lutefisk.
yeah, lutefisk.
Lutefisk. It's funny because like there are some areas where Swedish and Norwegian people have moved, immigrants have moved, and they've moved a lot into the Midwest, and they have
Mhm.
lutefisk too, which is funny because
Yeah.
it's like, why the fuck would you eat that? And they're like, it's like to the American consciousness, like, why the fuck do you eat that? And it's like, well, it's jelly. Like, okay, look at the
Yeah.
power of chemistry.
It's a gelatinous fish thing.
Yeah, they preserve it in
We
love.
really like that. Ooh, and we eat it with bacon. Crispy bacon. That's what we do. But we don't really eat stuff like traditional food. Yeah. But we don't eat traditional food. It's just restaurant food, hot dogs, ice cream. That's what we're eating on this day. So yeah, but it's more like the whole spirit of it, and the way we sing our national anthem, and
Mhm.
how happy people are. Just look up videos on YouTube about it, and you can see how we actually celebrate it, and you can understand it's not a typical thing you can find in the world.
I mean, what do? I mean, I don't want to go and pop up the YouTube thing, not because I don't want to learn. It's just that I don't want a copyright strike. That's all.
How dare you?
I dare.
No, no, I get that, but just look it up later. And we will sing our national anthem, which is called Ja, vi älskar detta landet, which is Yes, we love this country. So yeah.
I just think it's like, yes, we love this country. It's like, because if we do, we'll march you off and do horrible things to you. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying. Yes, Christy is being a butthole. I know this.
No, I don't mind. I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a day for younger children, and of course families, and a little bit of for the elderly.
You know what I was thinking too? It was kind of funny. I was thinking of okay. So, we've all been to Disneyland. A good number of people, right?
I've been
Disneyland,
to
right?
Disney World, but not Disneyland.
Okay, but Disney, right? So where I live in California, it's in state. So when I was a kid, they just drove like my parents just drove like 5-6 hours to get there, right? Where it's located, right? So one of the things that we were watching, and I guess one of my friends also had an access to like Disney. Like now, since I've grown up, I have friends that fucking work at Disneyland, so they get the pass in for free or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, like, I couldn't be asked to go to Disneyland. Like, I'm not saying that if they say, well, we'll get you into Disneyland for free, I'm going to say, oh, fuck no. I mean, it's going to be cool, but I actually prefer downtown Disney and all that. Anyway, to long story short, and I know probably people are like, how dare you not like Disney the way I do? Okay, well, I just don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not that into Disney. Like some people are really fucking into Disney, and I've known people, and I don't shit on them. They have a good time with that. Great, but but with the other Disneyland, it's just like, so one of the things that my friends and I did when we got much older is that we went to around on the rides, and I like didn't want to wait a while on the rides. It was kind of an off night because Disney does have slower nights and all that stuff. So we're sitting there, and my friend and I were like hanging out, and we said, okay, let's go on the Small World ride. So everybody's kind of familiar with the Small World ride, right?
It's a small world after all.
Like you ride in a fucking boat and you get around the world, right? And they have these highly stylized. Okay, so when I was a kid, they just showed Asia, which was China and Japan. I'm like, where the fuck's Korea? Now they have Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, all this. Like they put all fucking Asia into like this crammed area. I said, oh, that's just like Asia. A bunch of fucking people in a crowded area. That's Asia right there. Anyway.
It's the same thing after all.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like after we got off the ride, my friends and I, we went really terrible. Like one of my friends is native and Mexican, and one of my other friends is Chinese. And I was there and I said, dude, if they wanted to show the real world of how it was, like it's a small world, they should show like how the like the settlers were destroying the native lands, and then like how Imperial Japan was like destroying Asia and everything. We were terrible as shit. Like we said, we should just do that. And I said, and my friend said, you should draw this book of just in the style It's a Small World with all these atrocities. I said, I mean, I thought about it, but Disney can get really draconian about that. And I might get into trouble for that. So I'll let your imaginations play out in the ride with the song It's a Small World After All. With like, you know, I think what it was is that the original story or the premise of the ride was like, at least in one of the Disney books, is like there was this deaf kid that like was different and he didn't understand like why how he was different and that sucked or something. So he goes on It's a Small World and he realizes, wow, all these people are different and everything and they wear all these different clothes and there's dragons in the air and shit, which never happens, but okay. Well, let's just okay. And then there's like, oh, it's Santa Claus and shit because they show the Scandinavian countries and of course they show the Dutch for their clogs and shit. So there you go. So it's like they're doing that, and it's like it's a small, and then they sing "It's a Small World," which sounds really fucking weird to me from the Scandi countries because they're like, oh, I'm like, what the hell are they saying? At least I sort of understood Chinese and other Asian Chinese and Korean and other Asian cultures, but it was just like, I don't get the Scandinavian countries. Why do they talk funny?
Hey,
That reminds me from
don't
one
be
of the
rude.
parody
Just
of
kidding.
from MTV,
Yeah.
the old MTV thing, the song "Let's Celebrate Our Differences." They made fun of that one, but that happened in early 2000. Back in the early 2000s, and they showed it's similar to "It's a Small World" thing. First, they showed a globe where Asians would go, geez, with those particular random jargon of Asian jargon. Then the globe turns, you see a bunch of Africans will go ooga booga. Then the next scene shows the Mexicans with saying taco nacho chimichanga.
Oh, they're like the worst stereotypes of food ever.
I went, damn. It was funny, but at the same time, it's
It was bad.
old. It's bad, but still funny. Yeah.
Oh,
And
we
it
said,
turns out it's just a parody.
oh God. I think it's like they did that kind of with they did that with Kyle's Mom's a Bitch.
Yes.
But they did it like in the thing and it's like it got really bad. Like some shit was so bad.
Oh yeah, they actually did. I remember that part.
Yeah, and it was just so bad. Because it showed Cartman and it's like, oh man.
I think it made fun of it was the Chinese, the Dutch, and like
The
some
Dutch,
African
the
tribe.
French,
Yeah,
and
they
some
really made
African
fun of the African tribe. That was bad.
Yeah, and the French as well. Yeah.
the
The thing
Chinese,
is,
the
that's one of
Dutch,
my
the
favorite
French,
parts
the
from
African.
South Park. Kyle must be the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Oh, that song.
It's like, Kyle's Mom's bitch, she's a stupid bitch, she's a bitch, she's a stupid bitch. Kyle's
Kyle
Mom's
must
a
a
bitch,
bitch is the
and she's
biggest
such a
stupid
dirty
bitch.
bitch.
Or something like that.
It's like, I really mean it. Shut your fucking mouth, Cartman. Like, but they behave like kids do. Like, I'm sorry to say, but kids say the worst shit to each other.
Yeah. No
Especially
doubt.
if they pick up words. Then they were
Yeah,
just, of
and
course,
ironically, that movie was
implemented in
started
the
like,
language.
hey, what's up? But yeah, it's like it's like it was showed like kids pick up the worst things ever, and that's pretty much what the thing was. And all we could do was blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. And it's like they're degenerates and stuff. And at the time, we didn't think Canada would be that. Now Canada is like this whole fucking thing. Now you're like, how the hell did that happen? You're like, holy shit, guys.
I remember one game from South Park, from N64. There's a category, different list of questions, and one of the categories says "sucks" or Canadian.
It's just like, because if we're all saved because of Cartman's filthy fucking mouth. I have that movie. That's the best movie ever.
No doubt.
What was
Yeah.
that movie called again?
It was called South Park
South
Bigger,
Park.
Longer, and
Bigger,
Uncut.
longer.
Thank you.
uncut.
Yeah.
1999.
That was a fucking cool ass movie. I like that movie.
I remember
I
watching
think
it
it
when
actually came up for a couple of Oscars in America, which was hilarious.
I remember the
um,
first time watching it. I was like 9 or 10 years old because I was 9 years old in 1999, and my father had no clue what that movie was about.
he was like,
And it
"What
was
the
thanks
fuck
to my brother, my older brother, because he borrowed
What?
it from some of his friends.
We watched the first Santa versus Jesus, and I will say that I brought it home for college with Jesus versus Santa, and my dad is religious, and I played that. He said it's, and then when he came in the room, I turned it off because I'm like, fuck. My sister was in high school, and he's like, no, it had Jesus. It's good. I'm like, so I played it, and he got pissed off and left the room. I don't want to say that I went out of my way to be an asshole to my dad. I mean, I have some religion, but it was just funny. It was just, my sister and I, we were dying of laughter all the time. And then she really got into South Park when it became mainstream, like when it came out.
I just hope South Park doesn't stop with their way on how they create the show. I haven't been paid attention to the last season, but I really like how they don't really care basically about
You know how they get away with
cancel
half the
culture.
shit they do, right? Do you know how they get away with half the shit they do?
Mm,
They literally produce the show right up to the last minute that they have to submit it for ratings, and they'll just literally drop it off for like the day of when it's due. And they have to fucking like register it.
Genius.
Oh yeah, it's the best ever.
Genius. Give the two men of awesome awards. Who? Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Right?
mhm.
Damn. I think people really like my new cartoon that's out. This is the one that I have out, guys. It's great. It's really fucked up. I think you saw it, right, Prismatics too?
Sorry,
Did you?
my headset wasn't.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
the sounds just pops
Let
up
me go.
for some reason.
Let me go and add this because it's really funny. So this is the newest cartoon I put up here. Let me go up here while I'm coloring and stuff. Okay, here. So this is what I put up.
Oh yeah, I see that you DM'd me on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like gross. She looks all musty and shit.
I really like the aliens.
Yeah.
Of course, dumbass. It's only been 50,000 years. I'm surprised that ancient archives never expunged her. She absolutely had nothing to say. Why do I smell cat piss? My ass.
So it looks all musty and shit. Like my friend, one of my friends like saw that and we were laughing our asses off. And because there's this one meme that says like you smell like weed, and it shows Oscar the Grouch all moldy looking and shit, and it's like I am weed. And it's like, and I showed it to Lawrence, and Lawrence like, he looks all musty and shit. It's like so.
You look like a weed. I am weed.
It's like ew. I can say that in that most immature fashion. Ew.
Yeah, gross.
Do Norwegian kids, do they say ew differently like American kids, or do they just kind of say it the same?
We don't say you. Well, maybe they do now because, of course, we're the English language is kind of infiltrating our language, but that's fine though. I don't care about that. But you in Norwegian would be ash, like ash ketchup
Yes.
in a way.
Like, yes.
Asha.
Yeah, for me, I would be like going, like in Korea, I guess like one of the things, like they showed the cat like looking disgusted, and they kind of were teasing her, and they were saying like, ew, ew, like that. And for me, Korea, like for me, it's like in America, we would just go like, ew. Like, ew. That's how we say show disgust.
Mhm.
But that's something I actually use you.
Ew.
But it depends, of course, who I'm talking to.
Right?
Yuck. Or yuck.
Yeah.
I like yuck.
Yuck. Yeah, we did yuck too. Like, ugh. Like
Ugh.
sometimes we say yuck, but we say yuck. Like yuck.
Yuck.
Ugh. Yeah. It's a great weird little noises we make when we're absolutely disgusted with things. Let me run a sponsor real quick, and we'll get to that. Let me delete this overlay. Okay, let me just throw like a sponsor ad in, and we'll be right back. Word to your mother. Anyway. Ew. Anyway.
In the States they go ew. In
Yeah,
the Netherlands
right.
they go bah. But in my home island we say cheer.
So in the Netherlands, what do they say when they're grossed out?
Bah.
Blah.
Bach, as in like Johannes Christian Bach. It goes bah.
Blah.
In the old school, in the old Dutch.
Bach.
In the current one, they go ew or eh, yeast. But in my home island, in Curacao, which is halfway around the world in the Caribbean, we have a different way of saying ew. We go che. That's in spelling CHE with an accent. Che.
Well, I know that some people, one of my friends told me there's another thing that you could say that's awful, and that's called coco santi.
Coco-san.
That's basically if a woman isn't nice down there.
Ew.
Yeah. That's what one of my friends said. And I'm like, well,
Ash.
that's
So
one
blue
more.
waffle.
What?
So it's like blue waffle.
Almost, yeah. Kind of like blue waffle.
So what language is coco-san?
It's Haitian, I think. It's Haitian or something. And it's like, it's basically pretty bad.
By the way, who's Demon Bitch with? Is like an NPC or something?
Oh,
The one
it's
with the tie.
he's basically called Mr. F Word.
Mr.
So the
F.
title of this story is called Demon B meets Mr. F Word, and he finds out how important he is because
Oh.
he can't do anything or say his name because bad things happen when they say his name. And the thing is that what he finds out later that he's so important that even the king can't say it, and even like the president can't say his name. I'm guessing you kind of know where I'm going on with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm putting like gross stains on here and everything.
F word.
Because in Demon
That's a little
Bitch's world, nobody is clean and nice in her world. It's all disgusting and gross.
What? Nothing is sterile? Holy hell.
Oh, nothing is sterile. It's disgusting. It's like, I hate
Like
you.
a
You're
planet.
disgusting.
Basically like a landfill.
It's crusty, like the worst girls' bathroom ever. Just take my word for that, because you don't want me to get into any more other descriptions. Hey, yo. I'm trying to think what else is here. I'm just saying real quick here. Oh. Let me see here.
How are things going in Oslo?
Oh yeah. Wait, I thought Oslo was Swedish, right? Or am I wrong?
Norway.
Don't insult me like that. Oslo is not in Sweden. It's in Norway. Stockholm
sure?
is the capital of Sweden. Oslo is
yeah,
the
that's
capital of Norway.
oh yeah, I forgot. And that's also a name for another disorder called Stockholm syndrome.
We're not Swedish people. We're not that weird.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I asked like some people who are Scandinavian, like what do, because you know how like all Asians observe each other differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking like them, okay, so how do all Scandinavians like view each other? And they said Swedish are very rich. That's what it is. I'm like, okay, they're very rich.
It
I'm like,
depends, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. That's what they told me. I'm like, okay.
Just take that with a grain of salt. I mean, we have rich people, we have people who are poor, and it's a diverse group of people. But like that.
Yes.
I mean, but the funny thing is, since we're talking about Oslo being Swedish, for some reason, I heard that when people are imagining what capital of Sweden is, for some reason, and that's American, imagines is Oslo for some reason, or even in Scandinavia, that Norway is like the capital or just a city in Scandinavia, and we have polar bears walking around. It's so weird.
Well, we think of weird things in the polar circle, like,
I don't know, but it's funny to me. Because if you're going to see polar bears, you have to go to Svalbard, which is an island, um, kind of close to the northern Arctic.
Way
Or
beyond the Arctic Circle.
I don't know, I don't remember that. But you have to go to that island if you're going to see polar bears. We don't have like that going around inner cities. We do have mooses though. That way,
Moose.
yeah, moose.
oh yeah, you guys eat moose, right? You guys have lots of moose, or it's elk.
Moose, elk, reindeer,
So
anything
you
with
have meat
antlers.
that I want to eat, and I want to eat that shit. I want to see what Rudolph tastes like.
Tastes like a red light bulb.
But how would you know it's like a red light bulb? No, I'm
Don't
serious.
ask. And I'm just joking. Just ignore me.
So does Santa live up there?
There's no
Can we speak
Santa
to
here.
Santa?
There's no Rudolph. We're just a country which is sometimes cold, sometimes warm. That's it. And we have animals with antlers.
When I see
And
like
bears.
tacos made in like in Sweden and Norway, I just can't help but feel weird about it because you have those crispy taco boats, and I'm like, how does that happen?
Taco boat.
The crispy taco bowl.
Yeah, like you have these taco shells, but they're shaped like boats, and I'm like,
Oh,
what is
those.
that?
I don't really like those. Well, I can eat them, but it's like corn based.
Yeah, they're like corn, and you're like, what is going on?
Um, I rather eat taco in a different way that we have like tortilla. That's what I enjoy. I don't really eat those corn things,
Like Taco Bell
shells.
thing.
They also comes in bowl form in a way, but because it gets so messy when I eat those, which is why I like those
Well, and
tortillas
also they
or
jam themselves
enchiladas
in your
instead.
they jam themselves in your gum line in a weird way too, so you have to kind of like poke at them sometimes.
Yep.
At least with me.
But it's a weird Tex-Mex thing or Norwegian Tex-Mex thing, something like that, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of weirds me out because like I'm here, like since LA is like fairly close to the Mexican border, it's like we actually get like different Mexican food from different states. But as I said, it just weirds me out because it's like, oh, like I go to Europe, but they say we got Mexican food. I'm like, okay. So I go over, it's like, what is this shit?
It's fake Mexican food. That's what it is. But we have this tradition in a way in Norway. That is, I don't know about Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, but we have like this Taco Friday, in which we eat those corn-based shells or tortillas, and we have like we can have chicken or beef that is minced, and then we have add spices to it, and of course there's vegetables and everything, and sour cream and
Sour
taco
cream like
sauce.
egg lady.
Yes, yeah, we do.
Sour cream like egg lady.
Please don't gross me out.
I'm sorry. I just think of egg lady. It's like egg lady.
But yeah, that's like a typical thing in Norway in a way.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, but it's still not. I bet if I went to Mexico or anywhere else where they eat taco, I would see something different than what I'm eating here in Norway when I have like Taco Friday.
Yeah, I think I got affected by like what was it? I got affected by regular ordinary Swedish mealtime. So they're like,
Mm.
please don't compare me with Sweden, god damn it. I'm like, I'm not saying you guys are the same.
Potato, I don't care. I mean, we're typically blonde, blue-eyed people, so yeah, that's fine.
Home of Thor.
Right?
The difference is like the culture, the food, the language. Then we're kind of the same, so meh.
It's like we eat pickles.
It is
when
what
we
it
eat dead
is.
sharks.
Hmm?
We eat dead sharks.
Sharks?
Yeah. No, I'm thinking Iceland where they have hakkarl, which I heard is really horrible.
Oh yeah, that's like a fermented shark. It sounds terrible. I'm never going to eat that. Ugh,
Yeah, I heard it
yuck.
smells. Like for a while in America, they say, okay, we're going to try it just to see what it's like. It's like, you probably don't want to. And sure enough, it stunk. Like some of the people that tried it, like they said, we heard it stinks. So we're going to go and like go to the parking lot. And it like fucking stunk up the parking lot.
Yeah,
Damn.
you're correct. It's a very smelly
Well, it's like
shark.
it's basically like preserved in urea, which is shit that you piss out anyway. So it's like, it's kind of not good.
When I was used to work in a public aquarium.
Oh,
We do have
God.
fermented fish
Fish.
that we eat in our country, but I never tried shark, and my
But
palate might not be able to handle it. And then there's Sweden who have like the thing called surströmming, which is
Oh yeah, I heard
fermented
about
fish,
storming.
and that sounds
I heard it
terrible.
smells.
I would never eat that. And that's fermented fish, not shark. Well, I guess shark is a fish, but it's like tinier fish in a way. But it sounds terrible.
It's pretty bad, I heard.
And what does it sound like? Let's just say prolonged ammonia, but a really cheap ass ammonia.
Like basically, I think if you douse your fish in cat piss and let it sit around, that's what I've heard. It's like if you like don't clean the cat box for a while and you need in the time that you need to clean out, like when they dig through the sand or the litter and it smells really strong, it's like, oh fuck, you need to change that because they're gonna piss everywhere, like because that box is too dirty for them. But it's just the strong smell of ammonia. That's what I've heard. But I heard with surströmming, it's like, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing right. It's like, yeah, you eat it with onions and shit. It's like, of course you eat it with that shit with onions.
Surströmming.
Surströmming. Is that how you say that? Surströmming. Like some people in America, when they were going through the food eating phase, like really gross. I'm not talking about, oh, it's just different food. No, like gross shit. So like they would get the surströmming and it would be really expensive. And the gases from the fish were so much that it like bloated the can. And they had to open it slowly, but some of them had to run away because it aerosoled out. It just smelled so bad. And they were throwing up.
You're correct, and it's like canned food in a way. But we also have our variation of it, which is called rakfisk. I don't think that's as bad as surströmming, but it still smells bad. But it actually tastes great.
It's kind
But
of funny
I
because
don't think people like it if they smell it. Like if
yeah,
you're
it's kind of
American or if you're from any part of the world for that matter, and you smell it, then yeah, you probably would think that's that's tasty.
well, it's like this. Korean people, it's like I was talking to my friend David, and his ethnicity is Mexican, right? But he was born and raised here, and we were talking, and he and I were saying because I told him like Korean people stuff, right? And he says he can't stand the smell of rotting food, and I said, it's funny because it's like fermented food he can't deal with a lot of the time because a lot of it's fresh and healthy, like a lot of Mexican is fresh or roasted or whatever. I said, yeah, like in Korea it's like a lot of it's fermented, a lot of it's pickled, so a lot of shit that people have, it's like it doesn't really bother me all that much. But it's just, as I said, I think Sistroming may be my limit.
I wouldn't recommend it. If you're going to taste something, I would recommend rakfisk before you try surströmming.
Butchix, I think it seems a little bit more
I think.
likable.
Well, there's the thing that when we talk about that Swedish fish, which is surströmming, it has this what's it called again? We know it has a terrible name to it because it's the smell and everything. It's for a lot of people it's a bad thing.
Sistroming.
Surströmming.
It's funny how Americans pronounce it. They say surströmming. So it's just, how do you say it? Surströmming? I think that's how you say it.
Surströmming.
Mm.
I'm bad at speaking
Dude,
Swedish.
it's trending.
What?
Sounds like it's saying, dude, it's trending.
Yeah.
Surströmming.
Surströmming.
Surströmming. Okay.
Surströmming.
Surströmming. So here I learned kind of like Scandinavian shit.
It's trending. It sounds a little bit of it's sour, right?
Well,
Well, it's fermented, so
I mean,
I guess.
fermented stuff in general has like that kind of like pickled, like tingly thing to your tongue if you're
Yeah.
eating kimchi. But in reality, like there's some people that eat it and they're like some of my, like one person I knew did not like kimchi and they're not into it. But the other person that did that, but the thing is like they're not, sometimes people aren't into pickled or fermented things. I can deal with it. It's fine. But with other people, they get like, I can tell when something's rotten that you can't eat it in something fermented, but I have a pretty like tall order about pungent smelling things because they say, oh, Korean like kimchi is like really smelly. It's not that bad. Like you can tell when something's like rotten and nasty compared to like what the other shit is, but it's pretty funny.
Have you tried spicy kimchi?
Yeah, there's mur kimchi. That's the one without the spices. And then there's kimchi. There's different types of kimchi. There's radish kimchi. I don't know all the Korean names for it, but I know about it. So, but I think it's just fun. I don't know.
I'm guessing it's probably in the same way as the durian fruit. I think-
Durian is great.
Yeah,
The thing is,
because it smells bad, but it probably tastes better than it
it actually
smells.
tastes like a nice fruit custard. Like it's the nicest vanilla custard. The problem is that you eat it with your mouth open. This bad smell is going to get into the custard or the fruit. So you're going to have this gross sulfuric type of thing going on. So you actually have to observe good manners and chew with your mouth closed.
Yeah,
But
and I believe these type of fermented fish like surströmming or rakfisk is kind of like that in a way. It doesn't really taste that bad. I don't know about surströmming, I never tried it, but I tasted rakfisk and I actually enjoyed it. But the smell is terrible. It's horrible. It's
I
like
heard how,
it's like putrid rotting flesh in a way.
Sounds like egg lady.
oh,
Oh no.
It's
Or
just like
shitbird.
I think it's like I think the
Smells like
worst.
fish.
I think the top two that are worse from the Scandinavian countries, from what I heard, it's like neck and neck, but from what by a barest minimum, Hakarl is the worst. Surströmming is
Mhm.
the second worst by not by much, but it's just bad, and the rest is actually okay.
Mhm.
So I knew somebody from the Faroe Islands. Is that pretty close?
I believe it's closer to Denmark because I believe they're under Denmark. Not like a colony, but I believe they are connected to Denmark in a way.
Uh-huh.
I should know this because I actually studied in Denmark. Oh well. But yes, Færøyene, as it's called, that's the Faroe Islands. It's a tiny place with a lot of wind and some goats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Goats.
Now here we're talking about Scandinavian foods. Actually, there's an area called Solvang in California, and it was settled down by I think Dutch settlers. I mean, now it's not, but they held on to it. They have able skivers and things like that, so it's interesting. So I go there and eat white people food if I really want to feel totally white.
White people.
I'm joking. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. It's funny.
What
No, but
type of white people food?
well, it's funny because okay, so people kind of go like, and no, this is not crapping on white people. It's just funny. It's like, so my background is Korean, right? So you're familiar when you grow up. And again, I was not born in Korea. I was born and raised here. So first of all, I'm American, right? So it's funny because so I grew up eating the American food, but I also like the regular American food, mainstream, right? But I ate a lot of Asian food, like Korean, a lot of Korean. There's some Chinese dishes in Korean cuisine, and then there's like some Japanese food. I ate it. I come from a big background, but it's interesting because when I eat Asian food, I don't feel like anything's missing. But when sometimes I'd go to over my friends' houses and they were white, they were like, oh, okay, we made chicken, and the chicken was otherwise good, but it's like I missed that one little extra something. Like, dude, you needed to put a little extra salt on this. Or like they ate bread with fucking everything. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because we would eat rice. That was our bread. That was our carb. I mean, it's not that I'm like, oh, if there's bread with a meal, you're an asshole. It's just like, usually I would associate that like eating with spaghetti or something.
I
So,
get that. If you happens to vacation in Norway, Denmark, or Sweden, then the rice would be like the potatoes that we have. We eat potatoes with everything in a way.
Oh, it's funny. So Hyde Hermit.
Mostly that is.
So Hyde Hermit. Okay, so Connie is Taiwanese Chinese, but she was born and raised here. All of us have been born and raised here. Dallas, he's general white guy. So his background is Swedish, Norwegian, I think Welsh, Scottish, that type of stuff. But he was born and raised here, right? And so, like Connie said, when she first met him, he would eat meat and potatoes a lot, like just regular white people food. So every time there's potatoes, she's like, "Oh, look, here's hey Dallas, here's potatoes." And he'll start laughing.
Potatoes and saute and potatoes.
Right. So it's funny. So it's just like, as I said, like it's just like sort of like with some, like when I went to England, and no, I'm not bagging on it because it's England. Like England actually has decent food. Like the Indian takeaway is good, and I had some stuff over there, but for me, it was like it was missing a few extra things. That's all. Like I would have put it in something this, and this, but I mean, again, I didn't grow up having British taste. So, yeah. I mean, they have
no fish and chips.
I did like fish and chips. The thing is that the cod they use makes me want to puke, and it's not because they made it bad. Like I like the concept of fish and chips, but the cod that they use, it kind of fucks with my stomach. So if I were to have English style fish and chips, it would have to be tilapia or something, which would be similar. But like the actual cod, like I can eat rock cod, but like the cod that they use, I don't know, it just fucks with my stomach. So yeah.
Did you try it with the newspaper and the ink?
No, I haven't. I haven't done that. But I had one that was still crispy that was under a heat lamp. Does that count?
I don't
Is
know.
that
I'm not English. I'm not British.
Yeah, I'm not. I just went to England one day. It was just like it was pretty good.
They're white. One of first time in London and the first time in Manchester. And
Manchester.
better. Manchester United.
But speaking of food, I can't wait for the waiting for August because I'm going to Italy.
Oh, nice. Seems like everybody I've known has gone to Italy. It's like a whole like Renaissance thing, except me. But I've been to Italy. But which part of Italy are you going to be in?
Rome, because my father is turning 75 this year,
Mhm.
and me and my brother wanted to, take him onto a trip, and he had
Oh,
never been to Italy, so yeah, we're going there
there's like this
to
coffee
Rome.
place that's fucking there, and that's like the best coffee apparently. It's by the Pantheon.
Oh,
I'll give you the name of it because like it's funny because like one of the guys is Italian. I mean, a generation or two removed. His family like left after World War II, so he was born and raised here. And it's kind of funny because like he's more the paler Italians because it's like where the part of Italy he's from is kind of like I guess a separate little inlet. It's not attached to Italy, but it's part of Italy, I guess. But it's kind of where Croatia is. And he showed me pictures of where his ancestors is, and he's like, "God damn it!" And I had to leave this area. So I was kind of fucking with him because, so I said to him, boy, this is going to make me sound really bad. But my friend's saying something really insulting about, she's giving me ideas about shitbird rows. So they're really bad. I'll have to show that. But one of the things that was there, what was really funny was, what was it? So like, okay, this is what I've noticed, like pattern of people, what they eat. And no, I'm not saying that just because you're this, you have to eat it, but I'm coming from my own experiences because like, okay, so in Asian culture, especially in Japanese culture, they make you like, and I'm not Japanese, but I've noticed in a lot of Japanese supermarkets, they will fucking pimp the shit out of strawberry to girls. Oh, it's pink, right? It's served with cream. You gotta love this shit. It's like so pretty, isn't it? And strawberry's so good for you. And then with the guys, like Asian guys, it's like matcha or like dark chocolate or savory things, umami things. I've noticed they market towards that a lot. But it's funny, like with a lot of white guys, I've noticed that they eat a lot of stuff with glazed and cinnamon, like donuts like that. So one time, so being a president of an organization, when they man the booth, I get them donuts. That's just what I do, right? And I know a really good donut place by my house. So I said, oh, hey, let me go get some donuts. And so I got them donuts. And so I gave it. And I asked Eddie, the Italian guy, I said to him, so Eddie, which one donut did you get? And they're all like gourmet donuts. They're like, I get a good price for them. So he said, oh yeah, I'm feeding off this apple fritter here. And I said, is it just me or white guys just eat the cinnamon and glazed sugar a lot? And he says like, well, since there's no pasta in there, I didn't fucking find any. So fucking racist. So I went for that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It's just like it's like, so next time I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pasta in there and like the donut box. Just like stick it in there. So he'll be like, fuck you.
Too.
Add a pizza slice as well.
No. I just want to put like uncooked spaghetti in there. Like just stick it in there.
No, add also whole pizza as well. I mean, make it very Italian.
Well, then it'll melt the donuts. I just want to kind of put something simple. Maybe I'll put some elbow macaroni in there.
Donut pizza. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like a lot of the shit that passes for Italian over here isn't really existing in Italy. And what it is that so eggplant parmesan and chicken parmesan really kind of don't exist over in Italy, or they never originated in Italy. And what the reason is that they said is that when a lot of the Italian immigrants came here, they're like, wow, we can actually buy a lot of food with our fucking check, even though they didn't really earn that much in the American thing, but they could buy a lot of stuff. So they went to fucking town on the meat and oil and shit. Like, that's how pizza became what it was, like, in that sense. And, you know, like, okay, so we laugh at this because this is kind of shitty and ghetto, but Chef Boyardee is, you know, in the can. I don't know if you have it in Europe, but in the can, we have these, like, fucking raviolis. Like, it's canned food. It's like, oh, yeah, Chef Boyardee, you know. But apparently that was the shit in, like, the early 20th century because, like, his name was Chef Boyardee, and Italian food was the rage and shit because that was the new gourmet thing, kind of like French food or whatever. So they decided, oh, we're going to can it and market it. Now it got downgraded to Chef Boyardee instead of Chef Boyardee, you know? Because apparently he ran a really good restaurant. And there's this guy named Chuck Patton that I knew back in the day. There's these cookies called Famous Amos. I fucking hate them because I really like freshly made chocolate chip cookies. This is dry as shit and tastes like chocolate chalk. It tastes like shit. I hate those.
Ugh.
Anyway, he told me that there was a dude that actually made them, and he had a storefront that made them fresh every day, and they were really good. And he says the ones that you're eating in the package are shit compared to what they used to be, but they basically took it and sold it out, like kind of like KFC and all that. And he says Mrs. Fields, like, he says we're mediocre, but like they were fresh baked, but she got in on it in a good way, you know, like I'm kind of like, I really like chocolate chip cookies, and I'm really picking about which ones to eat. Like the most, I'm pretty sure you guys have a Costco over there at some point. So the Kirkland is Costco's brand. So they make really good chocolate chip cookies. Like I'll probably get those because they're freshly baked. They're big, they're soft, like they're delicious. I prefer kind of more of a cakier kind of chocolate chip cookie, and that's softer, but it's good. And but I'm really picky about where I go and eat them. Like if I'm really in a pinch, I'll eat fucking that soft shit that the Keebler Elves make that are horrible. But usually if you get freshly baked stuff at a grocery store or at Costco or any of those places, they actually are pretty decent. Whole Foods, my now current love at Whole Foods is fucking the brown butter ones. That shit is good. The brown butter chocolate chip cookies. And then Trader Joe's over here. Now, over in Europe, you guys have Aldi's. And actually, the guy who does Trader Joe's, that's his brother. So when he came over here, his brother with Aldi's, so it was like looking at the packaging, like the packaging kind of looks similar. And the reason is they're brothers. They just pony off each other's shit kind of thing. So Trader Joe's, when we went, they have these vegan. Now, I'm not vegan, but they're delicious. But the vegan style chocolate chip cookies are fucking good. Like, I just eat the shit out of those. You have to eat them fast, though. Yeah. Hey, yo, let me go play another commercial. I'm pretty sure people are tired of me yammering as I'm drawing a picture.
No, it's interesting listening to you.
Wait, I can't hear you, Quentin. What?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
After these messages. Yeah, they killed that shit. Fuck them. Anyway.
The more you know.
The more you know, the better
Sorry.
it is. Something.
I just felt like being random.
Oh, it's okay. I've basically trashed
I thought
every
you were gonna put up a
frickin' culture on the planet, so there you go. I'm also painting something, so let me do that, and I will go. After these messages, we'll be right back. I just kind of missed the that shit, but whatever. Okay.
It looks great.
Oh, thank you. All right, so let me go play this. And stupid thing. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's play Add First World. Okay, I'm gonna play that. All right.
First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
There we go. Anyway, let me put up my
Be
tutorial.
the first.
Right there we go. First world sponsor. Sorry, I'm just drawing and seeing which ones I have to do next. Yeah.
What about the shit further saying that I'm a
My ass, my ass, my ass.
Hold on. BRB.
Okay. My ass, my ass, my ass. So you liking the picture so far, dude?
yep, enjoying it.
Right?
Oh, yep.
I feel so proud of myself. I need a fucking trophy and shit. I haven't seen Vic in a while. I hope he's okay. It's hard if I'm like working on stuff.
Good thing.
It's kind of one of those cool shows, I guess. Ah, god damn it. I fucked up on that. Okay, hold on. There we go. Meets Mr. F word.
F
Ryan,
word.
go clean your room. What? Ryan, go clean your room. It's like,
That's
shut up.
this shit no more.
Right? I don't want to deal with this shit no more.
Because I'm busy. Of what? The shit.
I'm the shit. I'm king shit of fuck mountain. Can't you hear that? I hate you, Mom. Sometimes Tony will say, like, I hate you now. He's like, I hate you now. Crash. Where's my fucking package, guys?
It's a funny meme about the clown. What? A clown just kept singing and kept laughing. And then one guy said to the clown, "You're such a dick." Clown said to the back saying, "Oh, maybe a dick, but I'm still, at least I still function." Go, 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 go.
Let me see.
I'm back.
There you are.
Hey, Preston.
Hey, hey.
Okay.
What?
Wait, I'm waiting for my fucking
Rick.
package, man. So I was just laughing. There was this one called so like Rose is telling me about this one show she's watching, and so I guess like one of the family members got hacked, so they go and hack the hacker, and they find out where he lives, and they basically feed him tofu and durian to fucking punish him.
Yes, durian.
I like durian, it's good, but it's really fattening. Like for a while I was like, oh, this is fruit, I'm just gonna eat the shit out of it, and then it's like, how come I gained 5 pounds for some reason? Like in one day, and I'm like, oh shit, durian's like really fattening for you.
All I know is durian. It's a fruit that smells bad. So in my head, oh, I would touch people with that. but
Oh,
that's my stand.
Oh, durian's good. I like durian. It tastes delicious.
Yeah, I heard it. The taste is better than the actual smell. So,
Well, if a girl's crotch smells like durian, that's some girl that you should avoid.
oh god,
There I went there.
don't be nasty like that. Ooh.
It's like, well, I know one person that would be like full of durian. Full of durian and shit. It's like, ew. Ew, ew. Ew. I like durian. It's fun. It's like if you view it as a good cheese, that's great. Don't view it as that type of cheese, though. You're just like, you're making this more awful than what you imagine.
I'm not. I'm just laughing.
You're like, fuck. Like sometimes I'll like say something and my friends will go like, fuck, Christy.
Oh, that's just adorable. You should be happy that's part of your charm, Christy.
I know. Me being evil and grossing people out. Like I'll say something and people are like going, ugh. Like if I say something to Lawrence and Lawrence is disgusted, he's like, ugh. Because I've said some shit to him and he gets all disgusted.
Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. But then
It is
again,
pretty
I do
cool.
the same towards my friends. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shitbird would smell like Hakarl.
Ew.
You're
Gross.
like, oh, damn.
Thanks for that.
Well, Denise wrote the story about, Shitbird being in a bar, but it'd be like Shitbird and the Three Beers or something. And she said that she said basically that Shitbird like goes out to get laid because she's thirsty. And so she drinks one beer, it's like, oh, this is too bitter. Then she drinks another beer, it's like, oh, this is too sweet. And she drinks another one, and she says, oh, this is just right, and it's piss warm. And then she passes out, and then she moves, and there's like water trickling in her face. And what it turned out is that she passed out near the urinal, and all the guys peed on her
Ugh, yeah.
because they thought it was like some sodden like bunch of rags in the corner.
That sounds terrible.
You know what's funny though? It's like I'm glad that my work inspires immature shit from people where they talk about the grossest things ever. It makes me think of the times when Jackass was at its heyday.
You should.
Yeah, it's like this. You
I
know, you
approve.
sit around. Yeah, yeah. It's like you sit around and you say the grossest shit ever because you just realize like you try to one up each other. So it's like with Demon Bitch, it's like I try to do that with her. So like Demon Bitch, it's like one of my friends looked at this one girl and he said like, dude, she looks like she smells like sour milk.
Oh, gross.
We're fucking laughing. Like you just said, like she just looks like she smells like sour milk, and we called her Sticky because she looks like it's like even though this girl was really pale, like she just looked kind of dirty. I mean, she was a piece of shit, so that's why we're making fun of her. So she's a total piece of shit to people, but it's like she looked dirty for some reason, like she looked just skeeved out. And I said I could never understand why how a girl that's bone white could fucking look so nasty. And it's like we looked at her, it's like going like, yeah, she looks like she smells like sour milk, my friend said.
Imagine looking at somebody and you see, yeah, you're somebody that smells like sour milk. Ugh.
Yeah, she looks like she smells like sour milk. And we call her Sticky
Gross.
because she was really scrawny too. But on
And
top
that's
of that,
even worse.
yeah, she's scrawny too, so she kind of looked like a crack whore. But number two, the thing is that she just like she looked really scrawny, but we call her Sticky like stick figure. Like she looked like a stick figure. But my friend said that she looked sticky, like she didn't bathe properly after certain amorous adventures. And I'm like, oh god damn, that's horrible.
Oof. Hygiene should be a thing.
Yeah, you should do this thing called shower and scrub.
It's a soap. It's a thing. It's an invention.
Yeah, don't jump in
If
a
you
lake
made
and get everything as well. Like you actually have to shower. Like you have to scrub things.
Ugh, I feel dirty just imagining that person. Oh god.
You're like, oh god, I'm gonna throw up now. Thanks.
It's not that bad, but it's still. Yeah, I'd rather eat surströmming than deal with that type of person.
It's like, oh, she looks like.
At least I know that's safe, even though it smells bad.
Yeah, at least it's canned. Like it's actually like it's actually what is it? It's actually like hygienically like sealed. And if it's bloating
Mm,
and fermenting on the inside, it's nothing due to botulism or anything terrible like that.
exactly.
So how's your cat Felix? That's his name?
Felix, yeah, he's actually been quite okay. He's been coming into my office, and that's why I had to mute myself. But I had to pick him up and move him to the guest room because I don't want him to bother me when I know that he is attention seeking, and he typically does it when I'm close to him, and I like that in a way.
Now
But
does he actually like does he actually meow or any of that shit? He's like so quiet.
he doesn't really make much sounds. He's a very quiet cat. I believe he's maybe been a ninja in this former life.
Oh. Are you gonna get him a friend?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe I have no idea. But at this at this point, I have enough working, and then of course going home, dealing with my cat and my home and everything like that.
yeah, my cats just fucking hit each other. It's funny because they act like total assholes to each other. They'll like
Oh
Ink
no.
will come up and he'll chase like Spam will get in his head to chase my cat Ink around and she gets pissed and so she goes under a table and goes like this to him and then they kind of swat at each other. But there are times I think he tries to fuck her or something and they're both fixed. So I don't know how that happens, but he starts grabbing her by the back and the neck and she gets fucking pissed at him. She's like, "Leave me the fuck alone."
Oh.
I mean, it's funny because she gets pissed at him. She's like she gets mad. Like she gets so angry at him. She's hissed at him and he's like, there's times where she's actually swung at him and I've heard the air whistle as she's swung at him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she hates, oh, it's like, oh, she lets her cats fight. I say, I don't let my cats fight. Just sometimes they'll like squabble. They'll know like when it's when it starts getting kind of shitty, it's like that's when I step in and I say, cut it out. Like if she's hissing a lot, like if she's starting to hiss a lot, if it's like an occasional hiss, that's just like leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's like like really angry at him, I tell him to cut it out. And he just sits there and he kind of licks his lips and runs away. I'm like, all right.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Not that my cat really hisses at me, but when he is misbehaving, if you can call it that, I just place him in my living room because he has everything that he can deal with when it comes to toys and everything. And of course, I have to sometimes make sure that he's not doing stupid shit that he might actually hurt himself. But other than that, he's quite calm. But then again, he is quite old, so.
How old is he?
It is. He is. How old is he again? I believe he is 10 years old or 11.
Oh, it's fairly old. It's not super old.
Yeah, but he's calm. He's not really the type that are going to make a mess just to make a mess in a way. Because I hear from my colleagues and everything that they have pets, dogs, cats, even birds, and they can be a bother in a way.
Well, this is funny with Ink, okay? So she's a smart cat, right?
Mm.
Spam is kind of stupid. I'll admit, he's just got one brain cell. So she does this, which I never fucking understand. Okay, so Spam doesn't do this, but she does. She goes like this, like she beats him up. She's like, "Oh no, I'm the shit," whatever. She walks around, and then she jumps on the toilet to take a drink out of it. Hey Vic, what's up? Oh, Vic's got to go and get the fucking thing. StreamYard invite. Copy. Okay, Vic, jump on in.
Don't. Just
Don't
kidding.
Yeah, Vic, jump on in. Where were
Well,
you?
welcome back, by the way. Continue.
Thank you. Thank you. Just
Okay.
finished the laundry. Yay. Just finished folding the clothes. Yay. Now I'm here.
Wait, I can't hear you. What?
Hold on a second.
Your volume is like totally like low, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I can. Well, oh, no, I can hear you.
No, you're fine.
Alrighty. Just finished my laundry. Yay. Just finished folding the laundry. Yay. And now I'm
Right.
chilling.
Right?
That's not fun. Ugh.
I get all all these notifications for body cam footage, cop body cam footage. They're all from fucking Madison. I don't understand this about Wisconsin. So one of my friends is from Wisconsin. I said, "Why is this shit coming from Wisconsin?" They're kind of laughing about it. My friends are like, "Why do you watch cop body cam footage and find it funny?" It's like, because it is, you dumbass. I think they were upset with me when I called them a dumbass.
Russia. Nothing in Russia. They all, if they say in Russia, you get lots and lots of car cams on the dashboard.
Oh, cop body cams are great. I love watching those. It's like, what's so fucked up about it? What's so great about them, Christy? It's because, it's like cops, except much more raw. Now,
no editing.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Are you familiar with Cops, Prismatic?
Sorry, I'm back. I had to move my cat into a
Oh.
different room because he wanted hugs, I guess. But I can't do that when I'm sitting talking to you, so I had to move him away. But familiar with Cops? No, I'm not.
Okay. So it's an American TV show, right? And it was big, like, for a long time. I think it started in the mid to late 80s. And it ended, like, it was really popular during the 90s because they did the cinema verite, like, not really cinema verite, but it's, like, realistic, like, reality TV. That's when it really kicked in. And then it was up until the 2000s, and then a few years ago, they canceled it. Then they brought it back again. And it's so funny because it was like the camera people would write in and like look at really crazy shit. And there was like 2 instances like on camera where they shot somebody, but usually they like would arrest them or tase them or whatever. So I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, that was like my fucking guilty go-to thing as a kid. Like my sister, oh, fuck, Cops is on, dude. Let's watch this shit, So, I mean, there is like crazy shit. Like there was this guy who was a trucker and he comes out, he's like, they stole my wallet, and he's wearing a dress and makeup and shit on. And we're like, whoa, what has he been doing? Like this is in the 90s. So like that shit was not as common as it is now. So what was funny is that now they brought back Cops, but now like in lieu of that, and because of all the things with the police and issues, like all the police departments have been releasing whenever there's been a shooting or anything or any incident, they like release the body cam footage that the cop has and on the dash cam. And it's actually pretty cool, like that they do that now, so that if the news like truncates it and tries to make it sensationalistic, you just watch the body cam footage and like, oh, that's what really happened. But it was just kind of funny because now there's commentators on that and everything. But so like I've subscribed to a couple of channels because I just wanted to watch them just for the fuck of it, because I was going to go more extreme with Cops. And it was funny because it's like there were a couple that I saw, and like I guess some of the channels that do have the body cam footage are regional only. So there's this one that I guess must get it all from Wisconsin because all their shit is about La Crosse, Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, but mostly La Crosse, Wisconsin. And so I was talking to one of my friends that's from Wisconsin. I said, "What's up with La Crosse, Wisconsin? Is it a pile of shit place or something?" Because it's usually people like being crazy, like running from cops and shit, and like, you know, driving under the influence. And these people are like fucking so clueless about life. It's like, why did you pull me over, officer, when they've like gotten involved in multiple car crashes and hit deputies' cars and shit and led them on a high-speed chase on top of that? It's like, and then and on top of that, they've got like 4 warrants on them for their arrest. I'm like, wow. And it's like, why'd you pull me over? And then and like on top of that, they tried to run the cop over. So they basically subdue them and they grab them and, you know, and it's like, why are you treating me so roughly after they did all this shit? And it's like, damn. It's just really funny when I watch that shit. It's hilarious. Because it's like, okay, this is, and it's funny because it's in the Midwest. So it's like funny because it's like half the time it's like these people that like these like people in the Midwest that are white. And it's like, okay. Prismatics is like, what the fuck? So it's hilarious. So I was just like watching that shit.
Don't mind me.
What are you doing? Are you making weird eyes at Vic? Not like in a weird way. I'm just saying like you're just making just weird facial tics or features at him.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm being weird. Just ignore me.
It's okay.
While
It is
listening
what
to
it is.
you ranting.
Well, I don't know if I'm ranting.
It
I'm
is
not
what it
angry.
is.
It's funny.
No, it's enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
listen.
just if you want to see American policing at its finest, just go watch cop body cam videos.
Mm.
Like if you want to see how policing is in America, you can just watch that shit. People are like, you're a terrible person. How dare you? I'm like, it's fucking funny actually, because when you're watching most of these videos, not all, but most of the videos that I've seen, like the people are like, why'd you fucking do something stupid like that?
I wonder if Norway has its own equivalent of cops.
It's not the same.
Do your cops carry guns?
No, I don't think they do. I don't believe they do. Because there's gun restrictions in Norway, I believe. I might be wrong, but then again, I don't pay that much attention to my country.
Oh, okay.
My country is boring.
You know what's kind of funny is that I remember now they're making a movie called Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
They're making a movie on Gran Turismo, which is fucking like, what the hell? Because I used to play that game a lot, like when I would just race. And so I play that game. So it's just like, so what you can do in the game in Gran Turismo is set like different, and there's also Need for Speed. I played that too. So you could set little country settings. So you could set it for America, which it'll have the APB out, like, you know, unit 541, blah, 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 please pull over, you know, that type of stuff. But then it'll actually like it actually had Polish, and they had Polish, they had Russian, they had German, it's like the Polish one was the best, I would say. And it's like, and like you could change the cars to the country. Like they had, I think Poland, which was Policja and everything. So that was actually pretty cool.
I do remember those games. Gran Turismo. It was a thing in the 90s that I remember that we actually played. It was a car game, like I said.
Yeah, Gran Turismo was a cool game. I liked Gran Turismo. It was actually one of the better racing games out there. There were a lot of really shitty fucking racing games.
Oh, there's many of them. Ugh.
Yeah, they're pretty shitty, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the best ones in college, like my friends and I, we would go and we'd watch what is it? We'd watch shit. In the 90s, I watched my friends playing fucking fighting games. And it's kind of funny because like I just saw an advert, I forgot what the fucking original people, but the people that did the poses for Mortal Kombat, you know, the original body actors, they're actually doing a tour, I think, somewhere in Italy or something. So it's pretty cool. Oh, there's Vic. How's it going?
Oh,
Kill me.
Meh.
So, did you come back from the DARE program?
What? Is the Dare
Okay.
program still a thing? What is it? The 60s?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because in the 80s, when I was a kid, it's like DARE, like it was like an acronym, don't do drugs, because if you do it, you're stupid. So, yeah, so I didn't know because like that was the big thing then. So it's like, did you do DARE? Did you do the DARE program?
Our thing is, did you get shot?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
how you doing, Vic?
Hanging in there, I guess. I decided to walk through the comic shop while I'm incredibly sick. I almost get hit by a car. And
What are
then
you?
I have no idea. It's not COVID, I know that. That's about it.
Not
I
hay
think-
fever, right?
What?
Not hay fever, right?
I don't know what hay fever even is.
Allergies.
It might be allergies, honestly. All I know is I want to die, and I passed out in the bathroom of a comic shop, so that was concerning.
I don't know why I just thought of something fucked up, but I'm not going to say it.
Say it,
I was like,
unless it's what?
unless it's what? I was just like going, because like I've come to close to this a couple times before. I'm going to say, did you have your period? Because I almost passed out from mine too. Vic's thing says kill me.
I'm too slow to respond right now.
Oh man, it would even get worse. My friends and I, we would just say the worst things ever. And he's like, say it. I said, well, if you're from Indiana, of course. Vic is like all quiet. It looks like I volunteered for another show, apparently. It's a sketch show.
That's cool though.
It is cool. I'm not going to say that sucks. It's just like, I'm like, oh, more work to do. Okay.
Love the color palette.
So, what is it?
Love the color palette.
What a pal?
Color palette.
Oh, color palette. Yeah. So this is what we got right here. There we go. It's great.
I have no idea what that means.
It's a Demon Bitch. So yeah. Anyway, so what's other than that, other than you passing out?
I accidentally bought the first PandaCon.
You what?
You know, like PandaCon, the shitty old 80s book?
No.
You don't know what PandaCon is?
Panna Cotta, you said?
PandaCon.
Oh, PandaCon. No, I don't know what about PandaCon.
I know what petta cotta is. That's like a dessert.
Yeah, Panna Cotta. I know about that. Panna Cotta is good. Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
It's
No.
enjoyable.
PandaCon. KHAN.
the con.
Oh, you were at a convention.
I was at a convention, and I ended up buying the first appearance of PandaCon. And all I want to say is I will never financially recover from this.
So what is so financially significant about that?
The fact that I'm a broke motherfucker and I spent $1 on it.
Oh. I guess you should feel good about yourself.
No.
No? But you should feel good about yourself.
What'd I do?
Well, do you feel good about yourself?
No. I don't feel good at all.
No, but you feel good about yourself buying something, right, that you liked?
Eh?
Okay. You're being meatball today.
Don't ever compare me to anything Italian again. That is the most disrespectful thing you can say to me.
What?
I hate
Italian.
Italian. Don't say meatball.
Meatball is actually technically American.
It is.
Kinda. Like a lot of the Italian food here is very Americanized.
Like chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
American.
Like that's what you know of Italian food here is not really what Italian food is in Italy.
Yeah.
So I just called you a meatball.
For example, if I get
I just hate Italian.
spicy meatballs or spaghetti with my spicy spaghetti and meatballs, their response go, "What the fuck?" Really? It just confused them. Why you add a meatball and spaghetti?
Yeah, like maybe they'll have a meatball or two, but it's not really a thing in Italy.
Spaghetti.
And a spaghetti, rigatoni, sì.
Actually, it's funny because like in the old Super Mario, like 64, if you leave him idle, like for X amount of seconds, he'll take a nap, like, spaghetti, calzone. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty racist.
No, it's funny. You're laughing.
Yeah, but I was
Try
just
to be that
laughing.
racist against Italian.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Pasta,
It's a
pizza,
And it so happens,
tiramisu.
there's even
Oh,
a
it's
character
a spaghetti.
down the street also goes by the name Mario. And one particular scene is the main character Ezio shows up meeting his uncle. His uncle said, "Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario."
Ta-da.
Uh,
Me, Mario.
Luigi, Peach and Daisy.
I wonder if they get the gabagool. So with Eddie, like since he's Italian, I went. Somebody said like, oh, they found the gabagool from like 20,000 years ago, and it's like this fucking crusty like old pizza. Like it looks like it's fossilized. So I sent it to him, and he thought it was funny.
Oof.
It's me, Mario. Let me kind of try to find that. I think I put it up. I think Quentin saw that.
it's a me, your mother. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna shoot you.
It's your. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to speak Italian. Some of the words that I'm kind of familiar with, like it's your, things like that.
Mangio un schiatte cazze.
Vaffanculo. Oh, wait, don't say that.
Don't. I literally said eat a sloppy dick. That's the only thing I can remember in Italian.
Vaffanculo is like fuck your mother or something.
Yeah.
I remember
know
one
some-
particular scene from The Sopranos is that when the FBI agent walks in for a warrant, then all of a sudden one of the agents accidentally dropped the lunch, and then Tony asks her what's the agent's surname. And he replied, it turns out he has an Italian surname. Found out that he has "che faccio culo PC," and then his response goes, "Your ass!" And one of the agents back. It's crazy.
Well, I think like Felix, like the guy PewDiePie, married an Italian girl, so he would say "vaffanculo" a lot, but while I would be playing games. But he said, "Don't say that. That's rude."
And I'm on drum scatter your guts, you got.
It's like,
I feel like mine's ruder, right?
yeah, I should go and tell. I should go tell fucking. I should go tell Eddie that like we were talking about Italian people the whole time, and he'll just look at me, just like.
Do it.
Have you ever watched Forget About It?
No, I haven't.
Forget about it.
So, it's a horrible cartoon.
Yeah, but I mean, Eddie can't really be mad at me for long because I did get him fucking Italian coffee from Italy. And I was telling Prismatics about like this coffee place I went to right by the Pantheon, and it's fucking good. So when I brought it over, I said, "Thanks, Eddie, for like hosting me for your signing." This is a few years ago, and he took it, and he said, "I said, how'd you like the coffee?" He says, "It was magical. It was like so smooth, so rich, everything. It was wonderful. Like he even found Jesus."
It sounds tasty.
This
Yeah.
Jesus guy sounds like a real piece of work.
What?
This Jesus guy sounds like a real piece of work.
Well, it was amazing. So I guess Jesus was as good as his name.
So nice. White.
I don't ever say fuck. Actually, my cousin married an Italian dude from Parma, Italy.
Really? Not bad.
So I count myself lucky that I have eaten Italian food the way I have. I will say this with Italian food, it's really fucking salty. Like if you go to Italy, because they salt fucking everything like crazy. Like how they cook the pasta, it's with a lot of salty things. It's like, goddamn, you know. I mean, it tastes good. It's worth it. And vegetables are great and everything there. Everything in the food is fucking great. But it's like when I ate it, I was like, oh, why is everything so fucking salty? Like, and I'm Asian and I'm used to eating a lot of fucking salt, you know, in general.
I think she's extremely salty.
Excuse me. Of course I am. I'm Korean. Hang on. Let me go play something. BRB, guys. Hold on. Gotta go play another ad.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
I actually saw some of the original Nearest stuff at my comic shop. There was a bunch of the third issue where it went to committed.
Oh, really? I remember Nira. Nira's been around for a while. Holy shit. Ugh. Oh my god, my brain.
tired, huh?
Kind of. I'm mentally more tired than anything. It's like, holy crap. Like, it's just like, fuck. Like, I'm just getting information about different things. You know how I run stuff from different organizations and shit. So, you know, it's going to be fun. So, you know, it's all good.
So
You know,
good.
right? But anyway, so Vic, how's school going for you?
I got expelled like 5 months ago.
Oh, I didn't know that happened. You kind of told
Got
me, but
expelled.
Yeah.
what'd you get expelled for?
Okay. So there's this guy who was creeping on kids. I said something. They told me I was suspended. I went fuck you to everybody. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm here.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, that's not good if somebody creeps on kids. That's actually pretty disgusting.
He got fired. Well, they had him step down where it wouldn't be bad publicity for the school because it was a private school. Because, you know, Christians already have an association with that kind of stuff, so gotta
Right.
keep moving.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm just like tired.
You're tired? Imagine how I feel.
No, I mean, mentally I'm tired because I have to, like, a lot of people are coming to me to talk to me about shit and they want me to do things. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool. And it's not that I don't want to. It's better to have people like kind of say, hey, to go do this thing and we got to go do this thing and that thing. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's just like, I'm kind of tired. So,
I understand.
Anybody got 20 grand where I can commission Jim Lee?
what?
I'm looking into commissioning people, and I wanted to see how outrageous Jim Lee was. I said, anyone got the 20 grand it needs that I'd need to get a commission from Jim Lee because he thinks his time's worth that much.
Well, I mean, they kind of are.
Not
He's not
really.
president of DC.
Okay, fair enough. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's the president of fucking DC. So, yeah.
He's a legend. When it comes to artwork, he's a legend.
And he's also, like, won several awards for his shit. So it's like, yeah, I can see why.
But it's 20 grand for a single figure.
He's a busy man.
That is like an hour, 2 hours of your time. I'll say that. That's how long.
Okay, so if
For
somebody offered you
that
$20,000
is-
for your fucking commission for an hour, would you take it?
Yeah,
Then you shouldn't
but
go.
but paying it isn't. My problem is paying it. You see.
You know, you could probably buy one of the books that he's done and have him sign it. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't cost you as much.
Yeah, it's only 50.
Yeah, there you go. You can easily come up with $50. There you go.
That's great.
Christy, I had to leave now because I'm getting so tired. It's getting really late in Norway. But
Oh no.
so I have to. Well, I don't have to.
All
jump,
right, welcome.
but I'm tired. I don't want to sleep on your stream because
Oh, it's okay.
terrible.
Say goodbye to your cat and stuff. We're probably gonna go and stop it in a little bit anyway.
Yeah, but keep on drawing. I really enjoy what I'm looking at.
Yeah, thank you. This is going to be a kid's book.
But I'll talk to you guys later. Christie,
All right.
Q, Continuum, and whoever the last one is. I'm just joking.
Right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but
that kid
I'm
right
so
there.
tired. But see you guys.
All right. See you good.
Ciao.
Ciao. Fucking Italians. They
Right.
got him.
Oh, God. Ugh. Oh my God. Sorry, I just brain-wise, I'm just tired. Ugh. Yeah. Damn it. Have they delivered my package yet?
Check
Please
the
tell me
track.
that.
Check the tracking for the package.
Yeah, I do. It hasn't been delivered yet. I'm like, son of a bitch. When are you guys going to drop off my fucking shit?
Where you calling this son of a bitch?
Like, fuck. Where's my shit? Give me my shit. That was one of the things during my campaign. It's like, give you your shit. It's like, alrighty. That was a bummer. But I guess like we should be concluding pretty soon because it is that time now. What do you guys say? And Vic is tired and he's sick and he almost passed out. So, and also I gotta go.
No, I passed out in the comic shop bathroom.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing. So you should probably do this thing called rest because you're sick.
That was yesterday though. And that was also after walking for 2 hours.
And
Did
now?
you even hydrate well?
No.
That's your problem there. Okay, I don't feel as sorry for you.
Fuck you. I wasn't asking for sympathy. I'll need it.
What is it?
I'll need the sympathy.
I don't need to give you sympathy.
I need a nap.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys.
No, it's funny, but it's from a distance of that drawing. From distance of that drawing, it looks like a silhouette of a really messed up meat.
Right? Well, it's just like a series of stuff. I'm going to go do the rest of the watercolor, but I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah. So it's like jam, 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 jam. It's like, holy shit. So I've got a lot of stuff going on. So it's like,
And the artwork you're doing is for the book.
hmm?
And then those drawings that you're doing.
What? Wait, I can't hear you. What?
Oh, sorry. The drawing that you're busy with, this drawing and the drawing before that, is that for commission or some just for fun?
Oh, it's for the book. It's for the new kids book. So I'm going through it and powering through it. But I think I should go and take a bit of a break because right now I am doing Market El Sereno. Sorry, I'm like also looking at that and it's like, holy shit. It's like I'm doing a lot of shit. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so I will go ahead. Let me go ahead and conclude this because I need to rest my brain and it's about that time anyway. So let's go run a little commercial and we will go ahead and say goodbye. All right. Okay, hold on. Let me run a little commercial and don't just go yet. All right, guys, see you in a bit. And I'm going to go and run these sponsor ads. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to see you next week. And I have some business I got to attend to, but thank you for staying the whole time. Q, thank you. Thank you, Prismatics. Thank you, Vic, who like pissed off. So I guess he's been pissed off. I don't know. Anyway, but you guys have a take care and you have a great weekend. I will be at Ontario Comic Con, as I said, this weekend. Be sure you show up. I'm at D8 in Artist Alley. So I'll see you then. And Caps will be at 2:04. Talk soon. Bye-bye.